Hi there, signs of Capricorn. This is Kim here to do a reading. I'm going to pull a Celtic cross with the Druid Craft Tarot. Certainly hope you're doing good. I'm just going to light a little bit of sage, some blessing on this reading. All right. Get some messages for the sign of Capricorn, please. Opening up to our spirit team, your spirit guides, my spirit guides, our angels. Okay. Messages do you have for Capricorn? To help with whatever energies they might need to transmute to something more positive or to enhance the positivity that we find. I think that's good. Ooh, what's on the bottom? The wheel. What a nice thing to start with, right? Good luck, good fortune. The wheel. Yeah. It's a new season. It's a new season. There's a new cycle. There's new experiences. And usually it is associated with fortune. So what the hell do we have here? Well, we shall figure this out. High Priest. Two for the outcome. Wow. You have 444 in your reading already. With the wheel on the bottom. It is a good reading. There's some things going on here, but actually, yeah, there's some direct things going on. Things that we are directly involved with at this moment, or whenever you're getting this reading, is what the cards are suggesting. I'll get into that in a second. Two of Wands, I have for the past energy, and the Two of Wands is when we are focused, when we are planned or we are planning. We're in a way holding a vision. I'd like to show you the card a little bit closer. There's this guy, I don't think you can even see him very well. He has like a outline there. You can kind of see it. He has like an outline of his body. It's invisible representation of our visualizing and our planning for what's ahead. With the Two of Wands, it's just, there could be there's a couple of paths that were available or open to you to align with. We'll go ahead and get clarifying. Do I want to use it? This is a really old deck, but we'll use it. Tell me more about you just have to be really careful with it when you're shuffling for the flippers, You have to be very gentle, let it do it itself with this deck in particular. So here's that choice or decision that I was talking about. The Lovers is coming out. The path to choose, the crossroads. It's the Lovers. This could have brought somebody special into your life. It can be somebody new. It does represent different energies coming together. But judging by these cards, it's because they have the same thing to battle. So that's a little different. The energy I'm picking up are two people being brought together because they have a cause. They both have a cause in common. Yeah. And so they join together. So that's the past energy. What I'm talking about though with this, there's just something that we're really involved in right now would be the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands as the challenge. You, with the Four of Swords, you want to be doing this. You don't really want to be engaged. You're feeling kind of like you need a rest. But there's something about this energy that you can't back down from, is what I get. You can't back down from. You're not going to back down from. It has to do with the other people in the scene, because I have the Five of Wands here. So there's other people, and there's pettiness. It's like it's tit for tat. You know, it's a tit for tat. I was like, I'm going to do this to you, and then, well, then I'll talk about you. And I don't know, I'm just sensing a lot of silliness, unnecessary drama. But it's something that is here that it's tied. Maybe it's tied to this cause. Because why would you? Unless it's something like a matter of standing up for yourself. And absolutely, yes, stand up for yourself. Don't let somebody, don't let anybody make you feel like, if it make you feel a certain way, don't like be like, oh, I just don't want to seem like I'm triggered. Like, no, we can be human. We can, what do they say? It's best to respond instead of to react. But you can still, but make sure you don't just hold back completely from responding. That's more of a detriment. That pushover energy would be a detriment to you. And I don't see that, though, because I see somebody, like, bravely not even getting rest. You really need to take care of your health, too, though, at this time. So if it's Four Swords and it's in the reverse, you need to watch our health. Keep an eye on how much rest we're getting. Fours in a reading usually have to do with, like, angelic spiritual guidance towards the path and the journey, no matter where you're at. So it is a good thing to say, everything's always working out for me. But know that that does not mean every single experience has to or is going to be agreeable to you, or that you're meant to just kind of push it to the side and do nothing. I think it's really important to point that out, that though things are working out for our highest good, we can get into these traps here where we're like, okay, well then, I'm just so damn accepting that I'm not going to do, you know what I mean? I'm not going to, no, you're still going to have, even if it's for your good, it can be something that is meant to challenge you or trigger you to say something. In a way, you're finding a certain energy in yourself when you stand up for yourself. You're finding a certain frequency and you're claiming it, and you're saying, that's my frequency. And it's energy. And there is a powerful energy in that. They don't talk about that much, but it's coming out in your reading. Four of Swords in the reverse. See how gentle you have to be with this deck? The World. You have the Wheel and the World. Both have the relationship to the a wheel, a cycle, and fate and destiny. You also have the fixed signs associated with both of these cards. That would be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. But really the main point of even that is that there is an energy that, like, it's destined for you to go on a new, so there is a new cycle coming. Okay, there's something that, it's almost like you're feeling you're feeling like a surge right before something completely changes, is what I'm feeling. And because every situation is different, sometimes the climax in a cycle is in the middle. This one is right at the end, is what I'm getting. This one is right at the end. You're feeling that. But in your case and in this reading, it's because there's this new cycle. Okay, so the Prince of Swords is like the Knight of Swords. It's beautiful. It's a good energy, especially if it's in the heart space, right? The heart of the matter. Because I would see somebody very connected to the energy of determination and focus. The air element too, which is this like rational side of yourself, very intellectually sharp, strong mental sharpness or acuity, and you have a desire to change something, and you will seize the day with this card because your heart is what is determining this. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. It's what's determining this change, this swift change and focus. Okay, this direction. It is movement. It is obviously the end of a big delay. Maybe not big delay. The end of a delay. Okay. And what the heart wants, it gets. Right? The heart wants, it gets. Let me get my azurite. That might be a message for you. Azurite is a stone that's known for increasing your intuition, psychic gifts, abilities, and powers. Pause. So it's a really good card to hold during a reading. Let's go ahead and get a clarifying on maybe why we became this focused or determined for change. Oh, see what we're talking about? Just too many. I might switch up the deck. I just have to be so damn gentle so that 100 cards don't come out. Well, there's only 78, but you know what I mean. It's just a ton of cards don't come out. Four of Wands, and it flew over there to the Lover's energy, didn't it? Oh, we have the High Priestess on the bottom. You have the High Priest up here in the Golden Destiny. This is the most divine power couple in the tarot. Like, they are connected. You got masters over this and that. You have the Emperor, the Empress. But these archetypes are a divine match, and they're very spiritual. You have the heart-centered, your heart is focused on meeting a major milestone in life here. I don't know what that milestone is. I suspect it would be different for all of you. For some of you, it's going to be marriage. For others, it'll be like a big anniversary, maybe along with a big move or purchase of a house. It's something big, even graduations. Like I said, something gets harder right before. I'm almost seeing like a person trying to study for their bar exam. If you've ever known anybody that studied for a bar exam, oh my Lord, they study all the time right before the date. And I'm thinking, or at least the person I knew did, which she's very smart. But so, yeah, that's what your heart is set on is, I'm going to have this celebration as my personal soul growth and moving forward. It is another 4, and it does also involve other people in participation. That's why you get, okay, maybe something big and maybe something like a marriage. There's usually, doesn't have to be, but usually more than one person involved in this success. So why are we feeling, do you see on my foot? Hang on, it dropped on my foot. The Page of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse, it landed like that. I feel like the Six of Wands in the reverse is like, look, because it can represent big accomplishments that other people recognize or being recognized and appreciated by others. If it's in the reverse and it's how you're feeling, I could just immediately say you may be feeling underappreciated and probably be right on the mark with that. But there's something else going on. Because I have the Page of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse, there's a new way to build something. There's a new way to handle the, the stories that they talk about, religious, like related, where they're like the bricks that were thrown away. I don't know. It's some type of, I shouldn't even mention it if I don't know the whole story, but it's something to do with the bricks that aren't used by the, taking the bricks that aren't used by the builders the ones that were discarded. Like, those are the bricks that you're using with the Tower in reverse. And with the Page of Pentacles, there's a new way of doing it. Also, for some people, this actually means an addition, a family member, growing what you've already started to build. You could, and like I say about the whole, I thought I would be to this point by now. I feel like that is tied into how we're feeling. Of like, I thought I would be at this point by now. So that's why this new idea came in, though. And it has something to do with either finances or a material addition to your path, your adventure. It's new. It's the seed to plant, but it's something, it's going to help you. The message I just keep getting is it's going to help you use the bricks that were discarded or the ones that fell from a tower. Then you have a beautiful card of strength. How many fours you have? You have 4, 4, 4, 4 so far. 4 fours. Tell me about strength, which is it's a very powerful card. It is the most power card next to kind of like the Emperor energy as far as power goes, but it represents anybody that needs to have power and courage and strength during this time, and that you have it, though. This is an unexpected power or strength. It is in the environment energy, but this is something that is it was unexpected for you to know that you are this strong, but you are. And it's just like the life or things keep challenging you to the point where you overcome, and then you realize, like a step up, you know, I'm more powerful than I thought. Oh man, I didn't know I was be able to handle that, but I handled that too. And so I feel like you're building up your self-esteem, because these unexpected journey in life where you've had to really prove to yourself, you know, about the strength and the courage that you have, and being strong, just being strong. So there's 5, 5, and that is the Hierophant energy. Tell me about the High Priest. The 6 of Swords in the reverse. For the High Priest, I don't get it. Oh. So there's going to be something here in your future. Well, because it's in the goal and destiny spot, it'll be an energy where I feel like it's in a commitment or is working with somebody else. But you're really having to analyze whether or not listening to this person's advice, even though they might be a partner or a business partner or a religious leader, even. Like, I'm just getting the message you might want to, you'll come to this point where you're like, I've got to make a decision for some change. I'm not so sure that you're agreeing totally with some kind of other energy here, because there's this, I'm getting the message of like, I reached out to ask somebody maybe advice, and then doing that advice and it didn't work out necessarily the best. And so saying, okay, now is this advice holding me back? Or possibly is this commitment holding me back? Is this soul contract stopping me from something? Am I listening to my intuition or not? Regarding the some type of major commitment, I mean, unless you are the High Priest, it could be a Taurus. It could be, we have Taurus, we have Leo, Gemini, and I've said we had all the fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Yeah, Gemini again. And then a bunch of other signs, so I guess there could be a few, but I have, yeah, okay, so 10 of Cups in the reverse is when we're asking ourselves what is missing. When we're wanting to have the happy life, family life, we're like, what is missing? Whew. Could be a soulmate energy that we're trying to call in. That might be why this is a goal of the heart space, this marriage card or being with somebody, because the Six of Cups can indicate that it almost feels like that for a long time we stayed with an energy that we knew that the soulmate journey was already finished, but we stayed instead. I feel like this is just an issue coming up to you again as you make a choice on whether you want to commit to someone or not in the future. And that's why it's being brought up. Tell me about the Princess of Swords, King of Cups. That might be who is offering something. Even though it's not always an offer, it's a very loving energy. With the Page of Swords, or the Princess of Swords in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse. What else about that? I think I'm going to read that very differently than I normally do. I'm reading this very different, but the reversals can be read however you feel intuitively guided to read them. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, with the Eight of Wands and the King of Cups, I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of love message or communication coming straight from somebody's heart that you absolutely do not expect, don't see coming. It's part of this unexpected journey. It's almost like saying, okay, they're saying like confession, somebody's confession. It is a very, it's Cupid's arrow. For some, it has to do with love. For others, it has to do with, could be you, leadership position, but coming from love. Very caring individual. Could be a family person. It could be a really sweet mentor that reaches out and communicates to you. Possibly somebody, it could be somebody that gives you advice on how to move past a stalemate here with the Two of Swords reverse. And I'm not sure how they're involved, but it can be many different ways. The High Priestess in reverse. The Moon in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. This is literally saying that there's a decision that so far we haven't communicated. I don't know if your feelings are, like with this energy here, I don't know if they're saying that there's something that's going to make you feel a little bit vulnerable or exposed. It might just be the light that this person and love that this person shows or has for you. It might be a little something strange or feel, it may have you decide, I don't know if I want to open up or not. And I think that's going to be your decision here. And for others of you, this is about an undecided point where previously it's looking like, we need to tap into what is our gut telling us and what is our intuition telling us about a decision. Usually it's a decision to split from something or someone, but we've been postponing it, and it's not because we're weighing out options. It's just that we feel like we've been undecided, but it's really, we just haven't been listening to our gut. That happens all the time. And then the Star on the bottom. This is the good news card. So this is going to be good. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hope or Fear. Can be talking about self-reliance and being very successful financially. A windfall of money. A win, an inheritance. Could be about making a decision to become single or independent from someone, and you could have felt like whatever path you're on with somebody else, or it's general, so whatever path you were with a company or a business was with you, whatever it was, like there was a lot of manipulation. The path wasn't very clear, and there were a lot of mistakes that led to judgment or conflicts that led you to make the judgment call. I don't want to forgive or re-accept this situation back. There's too much manipulation. I'm getting mental manipulation. And it's not like you can't ever forgive or whatever, but what I'm saying is like a no second chance energy has come in with that Judgment in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse, because there was just too many signs that told you to withdraw your energy. And so this is in the hope or fear, so you have to kind of place it for yourself. Then I have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Wow. 3-3. So we are, wow. This is putting a past heartache behind you. And the Three of Swords involves other people that were directly the cause of a lot of pain and heartache for you. So any way that you can get that it's like saying, okay, well, I'm moving away from it. I'm going to bury it and put it in the past. In a way, this is actually heart opening to a new experience. To a new loving experience. And look, it's because here, there's even 3 cups on the ground. So there were others. There's still something about that in the challenge of other people being involved that you're not happy with, you don't resonate with, you're bored, dissatisfied. And so there is a cup up here. But right now you're in that phase of going within. With the Four of Cups, you go within. You do a lot of whatever the scene was or is. It has to do with this issue you're dealing with right now. There's going to be a call, instead of being engaged, for you to disengage from it. And think. And it looks like, and think about how you feel. It's Cups. Okay, and then the Four of Pentacles. This person's like saving onto something, isn't he? He's saving something. It has a key. He has the key. He's building something. He's keeping it to himself. That's why it's in his chest. Yeah. And so again with the message of there's something about keeping something to yourself. Tell me more about that, about seeing clearly what's not going to be possible to build with someone. The King of Wands reversed, Seven of Cups in the reverse. Just seeing clearly what you don't feel like is going to work. And it's I'm not going to fake it to make it. I'm not going to pretend that everything's fine if it's not. And so you see clearly in your choices are being, you're looking at your choices so that you can choose wisely. Clearly. So you're thinking, it goes with this, you're thinking from your heart space, and I feel like you're thinking very clearly. Oh, and then I get the Nine of Swords, meaning the only thing that can cloud up the thinking is your own anxieties of the things we can't change. And so this card represents focusing more on the things that we can change, not change, or just giving our prayers or worries up to the light, to the divine. So when you're thinking with your heart, you're doing good and focused. And the Nine of Swords is different than the Three of Swords, because it's the thinking that is detrimental that we do to ourselves. And all kinds of things, from I feel guilty, I've not forgiven myself, or I've not forgiven, I don't know what to do about this, I feel hopeless. All of those things, they're from within, and they're not actually the cause. They're past the point of something that caused it. At that point, it's more about the actions that we cannot take, that we're ruminating over and over about. And it can be about our experiences going over and over, but it is the thinking of like the worst case scenario. So that's the only thing that can mess up mental sharpness or cause problems with sleep. Anxiety can feel like depression, but with the Sun here, I think everything's going to be fine. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Four of Cups in the reverse. Same thing here as this, in the sense that they both can represent a fresh new start. Four of Cups reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. A fresh new start. After a period of heartache or dissatisfaction. And look, it's like telling you to keep on saving, sowing the seeds that you have done. Keep on putting in the work. What they say, count not by your harvest, but by the seed sown that day. Your field. Count your field, not by the, you get what I'm saying, right? So, not what you yielded that day, but for how hard of work you put in, or how many seeds that you sowed that day. So success is coming, and there is patience needed with that, but that's what I've got. And still the wheel is on the bottom of that, even after using it for a little while. So the wheel, you have a major turn of events. You're just going through this thing right now. All right, so that's what I have for you all. I'm going to pull an angel number message. If you'd like to reach out to me for a private reading, feel free. There are recorded readings, and the prices are listed, as well as the times. You put in the notes what you want to know and add me to your contact list on your emails, and I will reach out to you. Get them done within 48 hours. All right, Capricorn, to close out their reading. Master number 22, which is a 4, and then, yay, 11. So we have alignment, I feel like. Okay, so Master number 22, you are in possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. And number 11, you have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift, and it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. I'm intuitive, number 11. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Sending you love. Bye.